Hello everybody and welcome to this MyData News. My name is Mathilde. I'm responsible for the development of EMEA activities at MyData-TRUST. Today we'll have the opportunity to cover different topics, going from the UK-US data breach to the use of digital mask. Stay tuned. Shortly after the announcement of the EU-US Data Privacy Framework Agreement, UK followed the trend. In September 21st, UK Department for Science, Innovation and Technology led before Parliament the regulation establishing a data breach between UK and US. These regulations were presented shortly after the US Attorney General designated the UK as qualified countries. As a result of this designation, UK data subjects may enjoy the redress mechanism included in Section 3 of the US Executive Order 14086. This redress mechanism is one of the main focus of the UK extension analysis, as it addresses one of the main issues of SHREM 2, which was a lack of appropriate remedy for UK data subjects. The UK Department for Science, Innovation and Technology concluded that the level of protection of UK data privacy framework will not be impacted as soon as the transfer is done between UK and US certified entity. So, what does this approval breach mean exactly? Basically, all personal data can be transferred from the UK to a US entity as soon as this entity is certified and comply with UK Data Privacy Framework principles. In addition, in this context, it will not be necessary to implement standard contractual clauses and transfer risk assessments. To conclude, the UK extension objective is to foster collaboration between UK and US and to facilitate the personal data transfer between those countries. In this second news, we will discuss about the use of digital mask, aiming to protect data privacy for patients and the concern it raises for researcher and tech community. The heart of this discussion stems from a new method suggested by researcher Young and his team that is involving the application of a digital mask to facial images. The intent is to retain medically relevant information while deleting identifiable features and preserve patient privacy. Young and team have demonstrated the ability of this tool to evade AI facial-powered recognition system and preserve patient privacy. However, an article written by Meus and his colleagues questions the adequacy of this evaluation. Their main argument is based on the distinction between the mask-to-mask approach defended by Young and the former one, the mask-to-face approach. According to Meus and his colleague, the new approach, mask-to-mask approach, is significantly increasing the risk of re-identification of patients. Indeed, using a similar methodology and setup, they were able to demonstrate a re-identification accuracy of 52% with the mask-to-mask approach. This basically means that identifiable features are not completely erased. From legal and technical point of view, anonymization of data needs to follow rigorous standards, and the mask-to-mask approach, as it stands, does not fit with those criteria. This investigation shows how important and critical is the balance between data utility and privacy as we constantly progress in the research field. In this third topic, we will discuss about Fitbit company and the serious accusation they are facing. Fitbit, health and fitness giant recently acquired by Google, is facing serious accusation of illegal use of sharing data practices. Indeed, NIBE, a privacy organization, is making complaints in Australia, the Netherlands and Italy. Fitbit is accused to force users to consent to the sharing and transfer of their data without clearly explaining how to withdraw those data. This is a potential violation of GDPR requirements. Our users are forced to consent to the transfer of data to countries where possibly the level of data protection is lower. NOIB has requested a regulatory intervention, and Fitbit could potentially face a fine up to 11.28 billion euros. This case emphasizes the importance of user consent and transparency in data handling practices, especially in the health tech sector. Last but not least, do not hesitate to participate to our LinkedIn Live on November 7, hosted by Damien Meyer, about the changing landscape for UK data protection. And finally, do not hesitate to follow us on our LinkedIn page and to subscribe to our newsletter. Bye-bye!